is greater than or equal to definition. The is greater than or equal to operator checks if one numerical value is either greater than or equal to another. This operator is useful for establishing thresholds that can include specific values. It is commonly applied in scenarios where minimum requirements must be met, such as eligibility checks, budget approvals, and performance evaluations. As with other numerical comparisons, this operator is typically applied to integers, decimals, and dates. Example: scenarios. Example 1. Age eligibility for event registration. Scenario: in a registration system for a concert that requires attendees to be at least 18 years old, you need to ensure that the user's age is either greater than or equal to 18. Formula: if condition, user age is greater than or equal to 18. Step-by-step explanation. Input data. Retrieve the age entered by the user during the registration process. Condition check. The flow checks if the user's age is greater than or equal to 18. Response: if the user's age is 18. The condition returns true. Allow the user to proceed with the registration. If the user's age is 17, the condition returns false. Display an error message indicating that users must be at least 18 years old. Example 2. Budget approval for expenses. Scenario: in an expense management system, you want to ensure that requests for expenses do not exceed or equal the maximum budget of $1,000. The flow checks if the requested amount is greater than or equal to $1,000. Formula: if condition, requested amount is greater than or equal to 1,000. Step-by-step explanation. Input data. Retrieve the amount requested by the user. Condition check. The flow checks if the requested amount is greater than or equal to $1,000. Response: if the requested amount is $1,000, the condition returns true. Deny the request and send a notification to the user that expenses of this amount require special approval. If the requested amount is $900, the condition returns false. Approve the request and notify the user. Example 3. Exam score evaluation scenario. In an educational system, you want to determine if a student has passed a course based on a minimum score requirement of 75. The flow checks if the student's score is greater than or equal to 75. Formula: if condition, student score is greater than or equal to 75. Step-by-step explanation. Input data. Retrieve the student's exam score. Condition check. The flow checks if the student's score is greater than or equal to 75. Response: if the student's score is 75. The condition returns true. Mark the student as passed in the records. If the student's score is 70, the condition returns false. Mark the student as failed and recommend a retake. Best practices for using is greater than or equal to ensure correct data types. Verify that both values being compared are of the same data type. This helps to prevent runtime errors and ensures accurate comparisons. Handling edge cases. Always consider edge cases, such as zero or negative values, especially in financial or scoring contexts. Implement checks to handle unexpected inputs. Clear documentation. Document the logic behind using the is greater than or equal to operator. This aids future maintenance and helps others understand the reasoning behind the conditions. Testing for various inputs. Test the condition with a variety of inputs, including boundary values, example, exactly equal to the threshold, just above and just below, to ensure it behaves as expected in all scenarios. Combining conditions. For more complex logic, consider combining this operator with other conditions using logical operators, and/or. This can enhance your flow's decision-making capabilities. Conclusion. The is greater than or equal to operator is a versatile tool in Power Automate for implementing conditional logic based on numerical thresholds. By understanding its functionality and applying best practices, you can create robust automation processes that respond dynamically to criteria involving both greater than and equal comparisons. The examples provided illustrate common scenarios where this operator can be effectively utilized, highlighting its significance in various applications.